You don't need God to succeed. Am I teaching here? You don't need God to succeed. Look at Warren Buffett. Look at Bill Gates. Steve Jobs, who invented Apple, said there is no God. That God is a figment of the imagination of a poor man. That it is because you are poor and you don't know how to cure poverty, so you create a God inside your mind that does not exist. That is Steve Jobs, the owner of Apple, very successful. So you don't need God to succeed. So we don't come to church to succeed. I don't know if I'm teaching here. Listen, you don't need God to prosper.
All right. You're welcome to 360 Creation once again. And you've heard this yourself. And we just want to take a short time to unravel this. It sounded something technical, so technical. And we'll really try to just, in the shortest possible time, unravel this. Is it true that you don't really need God to succeed? Is it true that God does not give success? All right, by what we just heard a while ago, this is the direction of this preacher. Now, I would not want to dabble into so many things. I would just want to use the same logics that is being used in the video we just watched. So, are we saying that if a wealthy person or a prosperous person tells you anything, you should take him or take it because of his prosperity? All right, let's go this other way. Just follow me. Follow me. We're going to reason this through. God is a manufacturer of a product called man. And this manufacturer has done everything on this product called man. Put the abilities in him, put everything he wanted him to be. One of the parables of Jesus said he gave men different talents. Now, there are different abilities that have been put in these products. Just like Mercedes can make a product, and different versions of this vehicle can end up giving you different outputs. You get it? Let's go on in that form. Now, let's assume this product now left the area of the producer, which is God, and decided that I no longer want to acknowledge my manufacturer, and removed the trademark of that manufacturer. Let me ask this question, simple to you. Does that change the fact that it was a product manufactured by that said manufacturer? If you remove the trademark of an Audi or a Honda, does it change the fact that that product, that vehicle, is a Audi or a Honda product? Now, you don't, whether you believe in God or not, one of the power God gave to man is the power of choice. So you can decide to choose what to do. He said, choose this day. You can choose by yourself what to do. Now, there's a scripture I'm going to give to you, and I will play this video. I'll stretch it a little more so that you get what he's trying to. Then I'll leave you to the conclusion in the comment section. In Matthew chapter 5, scripture says it was God that sent rain to the evil and to the good, and to the just and the unjust man. If you are a farmer, one is a good farmer, another is a bad farmer. You have your farm side by side. Are you expecting rain to fall on the one who shouts, God, 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 alone, and leave the other one apart? Be the judge. So, sometimes I think ministers should be careful when they think they have revelation. You see, the truth is this. Most of these pastors or ministers, I think they should be very, very careful on the kind of information they release to the public. The audience are not in the same faith level. They are not in the same understanding level. Therefore, some of the information you release to them become, instead of blessing them, it becomes hazardous to them. It becomes destructive to them. So we must take note of this. And that's why scripture says it is the judgment of the teachers and preachers that will be more. Because sometimes in a bid to explain a certain fact, instead of moving or pulling people towards God, you are chasing them far from God. So I'll leave you with this video. Please watch it, enjoy it, like, subscribe, and share. Still Martin Stockwell Henry. God bless you.
You don't need God to succeed. Am I teaching here? You don't need God to succeed. Look at Warren Buffett. Look at Bill Gates. Steve Jobs, who invented Apple, said there is no God. That God is a figment of the imagination of a poor man. That it is because you are poor and you don't know how to cure poverty, so you create a God inside your mind that does not exist. That is Steve Jobs, the owner of Apple, very successful. So you don't need God to succeed. So we don't come to church to succeed. I don't know if I'm teaching here. Listen, you don't need God to prosper. The richest people on earth don't know Christ and they don't care about him. That's why it is the preaching of the cross. And to those out there, it is foolish. That means they don't need that preaching to build houses. They don't need that preaching to make millions and billions. They don't need it. So that's why when somebody say, I am called to preach prosperity, there is no such message. Oh my goodness. There is no message of prosperity. There is the message of the cross. I feel like I'm preaching here. If you're hearing, shout, I hear, I hear. Yeah. There is no message of prosperity. So the question is, do Christians prosper? Yes. Just like unbelievers prosper. Are we here? So prosperity is not unique to Christianity. Prosperity is for all. If you do what you need to do and you do it well, you succeed. If you do what you need to do and you do well, you prosper. You make money without prayer. What is unique to us is the message.